Cardinals finished a 3-3 road trip through Philadelphia and Atlanta with a heartbreaking walk-off loss to the Braves. Tonight begins a stretch of 12-15 at home, where the Nats have won 6 in a row. Up first, it's the defending world champion Giants, who went through the favorite Nats in the division round last October. Gio Gonzalez and Jake Peavy. It's game 1 of a holiday weekend on Masson. It's a baseball weekend we've all been looking forward to ever since the schedule came out. Joe Panik, Buster Posey, and the Giants are in town to take on Yunel Escobar and the Nats. There's a lot of firepower in these two lineups. Should be an interesting weekend, and the pitchers are going to be under some pressure this weekend as well. FP along in a moment. We'll talk about the pitching matchups, but first, how good have the Nats been lately at home? How about 6 in a row, outscoring their opponents by more than 24 runs? By more than 24 runs. The hits as well. The ERA has been very stingy, and only 1 run allowed by a starter recently at home. And by the way, the Nats have beaten the Giants over the last couple of years, 9 out of 11 here in this ballpark. So San Francisco checks in, coming off another World Series championship, and a big weekend for the Nats to kind of get their thing turned around after losing 2 of 3 in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think it's a big weekend for the organization as a whole. When you talk about being the only game on tomorrow at 11 o'clock, the 4th of July, the ESPN game at 8 o'clock on Sunday night, the only show in town, Nats have a chance to show the rest of the world how good they really are.
All right, well, let's start with some of the pitching matchups. They may favor the Nats. Jake Peavy coming off a back injury that's really bugged him this year. Bumgarner Strasburg looks great tomorrow, and then Jordan Zimmermann red hot on Sunday night.
Yeah, I think the story's more about the pitchers on the right. They were the ones setting the records with the scoreless inning streak. Gio Gonzalez has been good coming off that great start against Pittsburgh. Steven Strasburg's ready to ship. Jordan Zimmerman's locked in. So if I'm a Giants hitter, I've got a lot cut out for me this weekend.
Yeah, some of their left-handers are on the bench tonight. Gio coming off a hot outing. He's gone 7 3 times this year. Did it against the Pirates, and at home he's been really great.
Well, and he even got a base hit last time against the Pirates, and he's going to be strong today. So I think it's key for him to keep the ball down. The sinker's been sinking as good as it ever has been for Gio Gonzalez. But you remember, just the 1 inning in Philadelphia last time it rained, so it's almost 2 weeks since Gio's pitching a game that's counted. And then Jake Peavy on the left, he's a guy that throws a lot of pitches that look like strikes, but they don't end up strikes. He had over a 6 ERA and 6 rehab starts in AAA. So this is a good night for the hitters to take advantage of a rusty Jake Peavy.
Yeah, and it's muggy here. It's warm. The ball could be flying here at the ballpark as well. Peavy outstanding during the playoffs against the Nats, so a little bit of revenge on the minds of the guys here. But more importantly, just to get back on the winning ways and hold serve at home, because they've done that lately.
And it seems like they've played on the road more than any other team this year. So get back in your home white unis, be back in your home white unis for a while, and take advantage of the last at bat. I mean, you got 81 games at home. Going to be some big houses here this weekend, full houses, and the adrenaline, the anxiety, and all the stuff that goes with it. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, if you don't have tickets, enjoy Masson for the weekend. We're looking forward to bringing you a couple of great games tonight and tomorrow morning. Bryce Harper, he really came of age against the Giants in the division series last year. 5 hits, a double, 3 homers, drove in 4, played flawlessly in the outfield. He's taken that right into the 2015 season. brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. Red Loft is going to be packed all weekend. Red Porch right below it. Ballpark is going to be full. This should be a lot of fun as Gio, who has pitched well against the Giants over the last few years, takes on San Fran. Hazy, so we'll call it mostly cloudy. 80 degrees, and the humidity is at 56%. The Giants have the highest batting average, 271 in the National League. Only the Tigers at 275, higher in baseball. Buster Posey is hot. 13 hits his last 8 games. 9th in the league, hitting at 304. And during that time, look at that, 8 games, 15 RBIs, and 9 runs. He's not catching tonight, by the way. He's at first base, and here's Gio.
You see the arsenal for Gio Gonzalez. Fastball 90-94, 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball. Curveball 78, changeup 84. Has not lost to the Giants since 2010. His last start was wiped out by rain on June 25th after 1 inning in Philadelphia. And he's coming off his best start of the year on the 21st against the Pirates, where he went 7 shutout innings, giving up just 4 hits. Set the defense for the Nats in Game 1 of the big weekend series against the defending world champions. Taylor Span Harper, the outfield. Desmond Escobar, left side. Espinoza Robinson, right side. And Jose Lobaton, who seems to be Gio's personal catcher, behind the plate. And Bryce Harper back in his white uniform in right field. Jose Lobaton behind the plate.
Yeah, Gio should be fresh. Nearly a week off, he threw 19 pitches. 32-year veteran John Hirschbeck has the plate. Will Little, Phil Kazee, and Jerry Davis at third. 34 years for the crew chief Davis. Second base umpire, 20 years. Good veteran crew. First pitch scheduled at 6:09. And we've still got about 45 seconds of time before 6:09. The network designated starting time starts tonight. Nats 13-6 since the Giants. Since the start of the 2012 championship season, nobody's handled them better. Giants on the road hitting 284. So they get in some cozier ballparks than they own. They do some damage. And 18% of the time, Bryce walks. Gio's ready. Here we go. Swing and a foul.
You know, that's interesting that Bryce walks 18.1% of the time, but you know, I think he should have put he squats 405. I mean, that's way better than I walk 18.1% of the time.
Well, take it up with the graphics department. We'll change it for tomorrow.
I will.
That's Anthony's on the outside edge. Angel Pagan hitting 266, but from the right side, he's at 377. That's the highest batting average of any hitter against left-handers in the league. And a breaking ball stays away, and he fouls it. Giants on the road, 21-18. They just got swept at Miami. The Nats at home are 22-14, where they've won 6 straight. Bruce Bochy's ball club, 3 games behind the Dodgers, their arch rivals. Battling through a bunch of injuries, both of these ball clubs.
Yeah, Pagan is too. Both of his knees are barking. He's missed some time recently. Back in the lineup against Gio today.
2 for 5 career with a double and a walk against the Nats starter Gonzalez. Here's the 0-2 again. A ball out to left center. Hanging up a bit, but perfectly placed. And it'll fall in a triangle between Desmond Taylor and Span.
Everybody watching to see if that ball was going to fall into that triangle. And I watched Angel Pagan run, and he was hobbling around first base. So that's how this one starts. A bloop single to left. That was up in the air a long time. You were thinking somebody might run that down, maybe fooled by the swing, but a leadoff single for the Giant center fielder.
Next up is Joe Panik. We saw some of his first action in the big leagues last year when the Giants were here. Hit a home run in this ballpark, went on to hit 305 in 73 games, and he had 8 plus 6, 14 hits in the playoffs, and 3 before that in the wild card game. This kid's become a good hitter in a hurry, and right now he checks in at 316. 24 years of age, from Yonkers, New York. Played collegiately at St. John's. They got jammed. Might have heard Ian Desmond holler. I got it twice. 1 out. Next up, third baseman Matt Duffy. A lot of folks still coming down Half Street to the ballpark for a 6 o'clock start. Duffy, another youngster, 24-year-old infielder out of Long Beach State. Hit .267 for the Giants last year in 34 games. And he was playing for them right down the road with the Flying Squirrels of Richmond.
Well, when you look at him, you don't think there's a lot of pop in his bat, but to the pull side, he has a tremendous amount of pop. Very quick bat. He's hit safely in 13 of his last 16, hitting .333, 22 for 66.
Gio has come out throwing strikes here. Duffy faces him for the first time.
Watch Lobaton pull it up. Boom. Got the call.
Had him reaching with 84. Fading away from the right-hander. Matt Duffy right in there with Yasmani Tomas of the Diamondbacks and Maikel Franco of the Phillies. Nats have seen almost everybody on that list except Paulson of Colorado. He was a .304 hitter in 3 minor league seasons. Gio had him and just safe. A little delayed by Pagan. He was fooled by that move.
Matt Williams put the hand up. The hold on. I think they're going to take another look at it. I don't know why I go Chicago accent on that all the time, but that's kind of a balk right there by Gio. I mean, he almost stepped to home, got away with it, almost picked off Angel Pagan.
Yeah. The throw was a little more down toward the runner. Then you have 2 outs, bases empty. 1 and 2 now to Duffy. Short lead by Pagan. And a breaking ball, 1 hopper. Ian Desmond. Danny Espinosa turns it. Close and out. It's a 6-4-3. And the top of the first is over. The weekend series is underway. And now the Nats go to work against Jake Peavy. They have challenged the Giants have, and Matt Duffy has been called safe at first. So it's a 6-4 fielder's choice, not a 6-4-3 double play.
Well, this double play took a long time to develop, and Ian Desmond went with a long underhand flip, and that was the difference. Matt Duffy clearly beats it. As you look at the replay, watch his foot on the bag right there. Ball still not in Clint Robinson's glove. But that was a long way for an underhand flip from Ian Desmond to Danny Espinosa, and that was the difference in Matt Duffy, who can run to beat out that double play and extend the top of the first.
2 Buster Posey on top of all that. Yeah, that was it's a kind of a double play ball you're looking for. 1 hopper to the shortstop. So we had just gone away to commercial. Bruce Bochy came out. He gets the call. So here we are, runner at first, 2 down for the red hot Posey. And of course, don't think Bruce Bochy didn't know who was on deck to come out and challenge that one.
Yeah, 8-game hitting streak, 13 for his last 29, 448 average, only 4 doubles, 3 homers, and 15 RBI. That guy, is that the guy you're talking about? Posey? Buster something?
Yeah,
Posey,
15 RBIs during an 8-game streak. He'll line out to Danny Espinosa up the middle. And that's it. So now you get Posey out of the way for a couple of innings. So it turns out okay, doesn't it? .9 against right-handed pitching this year. Best of any hitter in the league. The Nats at 258. Third in runs, fourth in home runs. So more on Denard with a .350 batting average on 7 hits, including in that 5 doubles for Span. So he steps in at .310. That's the 8th best batting average in the league on base percentage, .373. And here's a playoff nemesis from last year.
Yeah, pitched only 2 April games before going on the DL with a back ailment and hip discomfort. 7 rehab outings in the minors later. Here he is back on a big league mound. Last start was in April, where he threw the fastball 60% of the time. It averaged 88 miles an hour. 14th season in the big leagues for Jake Peavy.
139 wins. Tonight's his 340th start. Former Cy Young Award winner. Won that in 07 when he went 19-6 for the Padres. Well, Denard's hot. On base 22 games in a row. Hasn't been held hitless hardly at all lately. He's hit safely 13 of his last 15.
Peavy with a 5-run first in his last rehab start at Las Vegas. And get this, he was 0-3 with a 6.12 ERA and 6 AAA rehab starts.
Wow. Denard was on base 8 times in the Atlanta series. So leading off an inning, Span 414. Only Johnny Peralta, the St. Louis shortstop, better. Nori Aoki is on the DL for the Giants. They miss him. He was getting on base like crazy and hitting the ball well. Span the other way. Inside the bag. Blanco down in the corner. Span is not going to challenge on a very good play to get to it by Gregor Blanco, who was shaded toward that left field line.
Is that a 4-game no? There goes the no-hitter streak for the
Span? 4 in a row.
It is. He could take that to arbitration.
I don't know if Denard realizes the historical significance of all this.
No, but his agent will when he's a free agent next year. Hey, do you know my client had a 4-game there goes the no-hitter streak last year? Nice swing. Just going with it.
Yeah.
And a nice play by Gregor Blanco. I thought this was a double all the way. He hustled over there, got to the baseball, spin move, perfect throw, right on the money.
Last time Denard didn't lead off a game with a hit was Game 1 in Philadelphia. In the Sunday doubleheader, Michael A. Taylor hit leadoff in the second game. So here's Danny Espinosa, who's hit .291 his last 15 games. 0 for 3 career against Peavy. So Danny checks in at 257, left-handed 240. To Hopper, panic to Crawford, and the Giants will turn their double play on a 4-6-3 with Span going after the shortstop.
I think Matt Williams said Mark Wiedemeyer down to the phone on that one too, so hold on for a second. I thought it looked like Espinosa was out. To Hopper to panic. It looked like Crawford had trouble getting the ball out of his glove, and that might have been what made it so close at first. But they did get Danny Espinosa.
Giants are in the top 3 in the league in defense. Only Miami and the Dodgers have made fewer errors than San Fran's 40. Here's Escobar. In his American League career, a pitcher that gave him some problems. He goes up hacking this ball near the right field line. It is fair. Bounces into the seats. Looked like it hit right on the line, and Escobar, his second career hit in 15 at-bats against Jake Peavy.
So last night's game ended on a ball that bounced over Yunel Escobar's head in foul territory. And I think, by the way, that C.B. Buckner got that call right, for the record.
Agreed.
And then this one starts with Yunel hitting the right field line fair for a double. That's just an impossible call for any umpire to look at a ball 15 feet in the air right over a bag and see the bag and the ball as you're looking up. I mean, even if you have a camera right down the line, how are you going to tell when the ball is over the bag? You know, everyone's saying, well, Major League Baseball needs to put a camera right down the line. You still couldn't tell when that ball was over the bag. So just one of the hardest calls you ever have to make as an umpire. And I feel like you have to give C.B. Buckner the benefit of the doubt. It was a big-time hang with him for the Nats and Max Scherzer, who pitched a whale of a game.
I guess that's how you beat Scherzer now. You get 2 little infield-type hits in 1 inning after a bunt.
Yeah, he was great last night again.
1-0 to Harper. Bryce against Peavy, 2 for 3 career.
They're just going to put him on.
First base open. The count's gone to 2-0. And they don't want the scoreboard to go to 2-0.
I'm quite frankly surprised this hasn't happened more frequently to Bryce this year.
Well, we talked about it last night. Maybe they didn't do it last night because it was lefty-lefty.
So the defense for the Giants tonight behind Jake Peavy, Blanco, Pagan, Maxwell, the outfield, Crawford, Duffy, left side, Panic, Posey, right side, and Susak behind the plate.
Yeah, that's Justin Maxwell, former Nat, Maryland guy. He's been to Houston, Kansas City, and now the Giants since we saw him. Here's Clint Robinson. 10 RBIs his last 20 games, hitting .292. Goes Zeb ripping. We'd love our fans to see some of his power at home. His home runs so far have been on the road. He'll get one here. Now that's up in the zone with 87, strike 2. Catcher wants it up. That's where he got it. And the count 1-2.
Well, Peavy's the type of pitcher I like to call tease. You know, he throws a lot of pitches that look good when you have to make up your mind as a hitter that end up out of the strike zone. And when he's on, he teases the strike zone with balls. Just kind of throws it down the middle of the plate and lets it run off like that.
That's a bouncer. Bryce Harper was ready to go to second, but he had to eyeball Escobar.
Yeah, tough read for Escobar. I don't think he could see through Jake Peavy, actually. Might have got in the way.
Now the count to 2-2. Clint Robinson turns it into another good at bat. He has walked 14 times. Escobar and Harper on the move here with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Desmond on deck. Robinson high in the air. Over near the right field line, and Justin Maxwell is there. That ball is foul when he makes the grab. So the Nats have 2 hits and an intentional walk. Strand 2 after an eventful first inning.
Gonzalez back on the mound today has thrown just 18 pitches in a ball game over the last 11 days because of that canceled game in Philly after he worked just 1 inning. Gio told me that he had a similar situation happen to him in terms of workload when he was in Oakland over the All-Star break. He then had to wait for the rotation to go all the way through before he pitched again when he was a number 5 starter. So he's used to something like this. Gio went through a normal pre-start routine coming into today. Said he was going to throw maybe a slightly heavier side session just to get his arm ready for this. But he said the key today will be to focus on keeping the ball down. Try not to be too strong after the long layoff. To ensure he's doing so, Gio told me he'll ask Jose Lobaton to try and give him a lower target than normal today. So keep an eye on that. Lobaton may be having that glove a little lower in the strike zone than normal, trying to key Gio in to keep the ball down.
Well, the plan working so far. A couple of ground balls in the first inning. That's Dan with our Coons.com sideline report. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons.
Good stuff.
Andrew Susac, the catcher, lines one hard the other way. So a pair of leadoff hits. In fact, there have been 3 guys in this game leading off innings, and they all have base hits. Pagan, Span, Susac. Next up, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. How about this guy hitting .351, sixth best in the league against left-handed pitching, and he has 2 career hits and a homer against Gio.
Well, he's always hit left-handed pitching good, just not this good, and he's done a good job this year of using the whole field, hitting the ball to left. But he's a guy that's got some sneaky pop with 11 home runs.
Target away, fastball in there. Giants fans, of course, everybody out in the West knows about this guy, but FP, maybe he doesn't get the attention he deserves in other parts of the country for being an outstanding shortstop.
Yeah, he should be an all-star in my opinion, and his skipper is the manager, so he's got a good chance.
Yes, he does. And the big curveball looked like Crawford held off. Jerry Davis agrees.
And a shocking development here at Nats Park. It's raining.
Everywhere we go, Bruce Bochy, 9th year, 3 World Series championships. Amazing. That's on the edge.
Well, there's the low target that Dan was talking about, and then there's the frame by Lobaton that we always talk about. Look how far that ball's off the plate, and look where he just turned his glove and made it be on the black.
And don't forget, Bruce Bochy took his Padres to the World Series back in '98. 2-2 pitch. Up the middle. Espinosa. Desmond! And a dandy 4-6-3. Danny Espinosa got rid of it in a hurry.
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing Will Little got a good night's sleep last night, because he's had some bang-bang calls at first base to start this game up. We're only in the top of the second, and that's the 3rd call that he's really had to bear down on, all of them on double plays. And none of them have been easy. The first one overturned. Good feed by Espinosa. Good catch by Desmond. But watch how close this one is at first base.
Ooh, there's that low target and a strike.
You could go, 2-3 weeks as a first base umpire and not get this many close calls like Will Little has had in an inning and a half here today.
Justin Maxwell. Nats made him a 4th-round pick back in '05 out of Maryland. By the way, he chose Maryland over Harvard and hit .299 there. So always was an outstanding student out of Sherwood High School in Maryland. Straight A student there. How about that draft back in '05? Pretty strong still.
Well, if you're going to play baseball, you go to Maryland.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a rocket scientist, you go to Harvard. I think he made the right choice.
I'm not going to sell him short on being both eventually.
I mean, he could have been.
That's a swing and a miss. Gio keeping the ball away from Justin Maxwell, who came into that at bat 4-for-8 career against the left-hander. And Gonzalez, lots of ground ball outs early.
That's July 5th. Giants still in town. ESPN's going to broadcast that game. 8:08 start. First 25,000 fans, you get a Steven Strasburg bobblehead that's presented by Geico. Visit Nationals.com to purchase your tickets today. I saw the Strasburg bobblehead. It's pretty cool, but it is not as cool or creepy or weird or disturbing as what you're about to see right now.
Oh, no.
There's the Wilson Ramos bufferine. And you see the shin guards? First of all, he's not getting a hit with 4 shin guards on. Second of all, he's not catching a baseball either. Where's his glove? That's just... Ooh. Wilson, have you seen that, Wilson?
Has his attorney or his agent seen it? That's what I want to know. Ian Desmond goes up hacking on a center cut 87 from Jake Peavy, bottom of the second.
No resemblance whatsoever. He does not have shin guards on his forearms right now.
Wow.
And the ears. What are we doing with the ears right there? I get the horns, but why the ears? It's like the flaps are down with the ears. I don't know. I guess of all the things on that thing, the ears are the least disturbing. Kind of want one now. Is that weird?
No. It'll look good in your place.
Yeah.
0-2 to Desmond, way inside.
What, it wouldn't look good in your place?
I don't think Mrs. C would allow that. You'd have to ask for it to be exhibited.
I mean, it could scare mice away, maybe.
Desmond drives one to right. And going back to grab it, Justin Maxwell, one of Ian Desmond's best opposite field swings since he went yard on the last homestand to right center.
Well, hands a little bit higher today. We talked about him taking a day off, making the adjustments. And kind of pays off early. You see him pound down on that baseball versus getting underneath it. Straight down to the ball. Backspin created. Good swing. Good first at bat. I like it. I like the fact that he was thinking the other way. He's been in big-time pull mode. It's a good swing.
That's a strike to Jose Lobaton. He has started 14 games this year. The Nats are 9-5. Oh for 5 career against Jake Peavy. And then 91 inside, 1-1. This is the only game going on in baseball, at least until 7:05. Marlins won at Wrigley today, 2-1, the only final from the afternoon. And Miami's won 4 in a row. Just got finished sweeping the Giants. Lobaton in the air to left for Gregor Blanco. 2 down.
All right, it's time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo. Use hashtag NatsCouchCam, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast that's brought to you by T-Mobile. Take a picture on your couch, hashtag it, get on TV. I like it. She's got her poncho locked and loaded. Not a problem.
Poncho loading has become popular around here the last couple of weeks.
It's become a sport in and of itself.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a half bad game. To have 3 people and see who can get their poncho on the fastest. Ready, go.
Michael A. Taylor hitting just under 300 lately. Looking to bunt, slams that ball off the back wall.
Well, it's a good thing Gio wasn't on deck, or they might have had to go to the bullpen. Here he comes right now. Usually a 2-out bunt, not a good play, but when you're hitting 8th and you're trying to turn the lineup over, it's a very good play if you can execute it. Good idea by Taylor.
Yeah, Gio standing right now in front of where that ball hit on the wall. 0-2 to Taylor, not bunting now, and that's up and away. So Michael A. 299 over the last month, 251 overall. June was very good to him with a lot of playing opportunities.
But he made those opportunities by playing well. You remember Matt Williams was going with, Robinson, Taylor, even Tyler Moore in left field, trying to feel his way through who was going to fill in for Jason Worth. And then Michael Taylor took the bufferine by the horns and just said, I'm going to play left field. He did a nice job.
1-2 pitch. Can't reach that one, 84 away. And Jake Peavy with a 1-2-3 second. He will bat after Blanco. No score after 2.
Humor returns Monday, July 6th. Nats take on the Reds. That's a 7:05 start. Dollar ice cream novelties are available at selected Nats dog stands until the start of the 6th inning, when we have to cut you off because you're driving home. Get your tickets now at nationals.com.
Max Scherzer outstanding last night. I had a couple of fans send emails today asking, when it's a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth like that on the road, does he get credit for a complete game? The answer is yes. That was his 3rd complete game of the year. Inside the numbers with Jeep. Walking 2 or fewer staffs consecutive games since 1920. So Oakland and Arizona, the only recent teams to do it, and the Nats are in some interesting company there.
Last 4 starts, Max Scherzer, 42 strikeouts, 1 walk. 42 strikeouts, 1 walk.
That's crazy.
And he's throwing to a guy with 4 shin guards most of the time.
1 ball, 1 strike. He is the toughest luck 9-6 pitcher in baseball. Thought he might get to double-digit wins last night, but he's still got time to do that before the All-Star break. 1 ball, 1 strike to Blanco, and a check swing. Gregor Blanco, 31 years of age, lefty hitter, lefty thrower from Caracas. Giants signed him as a minor league free agent after the 2011 season. Career batting average of .257. Matt Williams, of course, great days and years with the Giants, and that's going to get on through. Gio let one hang up there a little bit, and Blanco gets aboard ahead of the pitcher. And now the Giants put Gio on the stretch for the 3rd consecutive inning. And I hear one guy booing Jake Peavy really loudly with memories of October. He was good.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
He beat the Nats. He did not get any decisions against St. Louis in the championship series. And he went 0-2 in the World Series. Giants still won. Lays one down, deadens it perfectly. Lobaton right there. To Espinosa, 2-4 on the sacrifice.
Go ahead, Bob. You remember it. I don't.
Well, the runs were even, which is interesting. because all anybody talked about how the Nats didn't hit in that series except for Harper and Rendon. The ERAs were stingy, playoff-like. So you look at that graphic there, and you would have thought that game or that series went to 5 games.
Yeah, he had a heck of a series.
Boy, did he. 5 hits, 4 for extra bases.
One of those 4 went in the water. He had a pretty good series, too.
Anthony Rendon certainly did. Rendon went 7 for 19. Top of the order, Angel Pagan. Blooped a single to left center his first time up. Espinosa trying to keep Blanco close. And this one popped up on the infield to Danny. 2 down. Next up, the tough Joe Panik. Folks are still coming in out in left center.
I'd imagine a few people thought this was a 7:05 start tonight.
I forgot it was 6 o'clock for a little while after we got to the ballpark today.
My 6 o'clock start messed up my whole day. I almost had to set my watch to a different time zone just to be on time for everything.
Panik popped up to Desmond first time. And this one out to center. It'll carry to Denard Spand. So Gio comes back with a couple of fly ball outs to quickly end the top of the 3rd. Of this veteran umpiring crew with Phil Cuzzy, Jerry Davis, and John Hirschbeck. And as FP said, he's had his hands full at first. Long developing double play ball. He called out. Giants appealed. Runner was safe.
Hard call. Not easy. Bang, bang. Right out of the gate. This one, how about, what do you got? Safe out. I mean, that's how quick he looks at it. That first angle we showed you, that's how quick it happens at the highest level. Boom, boom, boom. So Will Little 2 for 3, and the first one wasn't easy. If he'd have got all 3, he'd be Will Big.
Yeah. So 0-3-0 Giants, 0-2-0 Nats. Gio Gonzalez, 1 hit this year, 1 RBI. Strike 1. He's 1 for 1 against Jake Peavy career. Gio making his 15th start of the year. And the 0-2. Peavy goes with the breaking ball over and low. Peavy first 2 innings, 29 pitches, 17 strikes. And Gio lays off another pitch down the middle but low, and the count's full.
Good take. Yeah, Peavy's a guy you got to be patiently aggressive. It doesn't mean you just walk up there and take and try for a walk. I mean, you're still keyhole and look for a belt-high pitch in your zone early in the count. But like I said earlier, he's a guy that's going to try to get you to get yourself out. 14 seasons in the big leagues, not the power pitcher he used to be, so now he's relying on what he knows more than the stuff that he has.
Pitches all over the place here. And Gio hits another one out of play. Seven pitches and counting. And Gio jacks one to left. This one flirting with the pole, and it is a foul ball, according to the third base umpire, Jerry Davis. And everybody in the ballpark cheering for the Nats thinks that's fair. Jerry Davis seems pretty decisive about it.
Matt Williams is saying, we want you to review it. The umpires can review this without you using a challenge. So Matt just pointed to both of his eyes and asked them very politely, can you guys look at it again? From our angle, I couldn't really tell. If I had to guess, I thought it was fair. But, we're pretty high up here, higher than the foul pole, so it was tough to tell.
Well, Gio, did he hit his fourth career home run or not?
Well, Denard Span is where I looked. He's in the on-deck circle. He's got the best view of everyone, and he didn't react. If Denard Span would have reacted, I would have thought it was fair. He just said, I don't know. Maybe Denard lost it too. The sky is the same color as a baseball right now. What do you got? Anything definitive that they can overturn this? I mean, look.
I'm seeing fans.
Yeah, inside the pole.
Inside the pole, reaching up for the ball.
Even though they're outside on this shot,
yeah,
those seats are inside the pole. Okay, well, maybe they are on the other side of the pole, and maybe it is foul.
Boy, from that angle, it looks foul. By the way, the two guys with headsets on there, that's 66 years worth of Major League umpiring. Jerry Davis and John Hirschbeck.
We talked about the call last night, the bouncer over the bag being the hardest call in baseball when it's that high, to look at a ball 15 feet in the air and still see the bag and know where it's crossing. Umpires will tell you the call they just made is a hard one, too.
Foul ball is the call.
Because you're facing the batter, you have to spin around, look up, find the baseball, and then find the foul pole. And Jerry Davis got it right.
And from time to time, fans and broadcasters will say, well, why doesn't the umpire run down the line to get a closer look? Umpires like to be standing still when they make this call.
Didn't miss by much.
That is so close. 3-2, pitch 9 coming on this at bat.
I'll tell you what, if he finished an 8-pitch at bat with a home run, it might have been the at bat of the year. As it goes, he's still got a chance to make it the at bat of the year.
And Gio to center for Angel Pagan. So 10 pitches for Gio Gonzalez, and it's going to get a great hand from the crowd.
Standing O over the dugout. Look at this. That'll fire a dugout up, by the way. You see your pitcher go up there and throw out that kind of at-bat, almost take him deep, almost shoot him out of the yard. That'll fire everybody up.
Well, Gio almost had a 4-year home run hitting streak. Still got a couple of months to go. Here's Denard Span, base hit inside the third base bag first time. Matt Duffy plays him on the grass at third, and that's on the outside edge. In the raindrops, Denard Span here, bottom of the third. And then Peavy pulls the string on Denard. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, the best pitch of the day so far for Jake Peavy. 2-1 changeup, bottom dropped out. Nice pitch.
Denard batting .313 after his first base hit tonight. On base 23 games in a row now. And a fastball away after the changeup. Second strikeout, 2 outs.
Just a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one tonight, look forward to Miller time later in the ball game. That's brought to you by Miller Lite. Maybe you should pace yourself for tomorrow.
Espinosa, 4-6-3, double play first time up. And Peavy, like you say, teasing hitters on that outside edge. That ball well hit. It is foul. Hooking. Strike 2.
The dilemma you go through as a hitter when you're facing a guy like Jake Peavy is if the ball looks big, he's not going to overpower you. The fastball is in the low 90s. So you want to go up there and you're thinking as a hitter, be aggressive, do some damage. It's hard to be passive against a guy like Peavy because the ball's looking big coming out of his hand. But that's how he's made a living here late in his career.
Target in. Espinosa gets jammed and fights it off.
So while you're up here with glasses and makeup on saying be patient, you get down there, your adrenaline's pumping and the ball's coming out, it looks big. It's hard to be patient. You're seeing that thing huge saying, I'm going to hit one in the seats. I'll make this a 1-0 game. I'm hitting one off the wall. This guy doesn't have the 96 he used to have, so I'm going to drill this pitch.
And he's late for a changeup. Jake Peavy has fanned 3 of the last 4. Gio within inches of putting the Nats on top. Scoreless into the middle innings. Our Navy Federal Credit Union troop recognition, proudly serving the armed forces and their families for over 80 years. Navy Federal Credit Union, Gio agrees. He's thrown 32 pitches, 24 strikes. Bryce will bat in the bottom of this inning as we go top 4 on a Stars and Stripes weekend in Washington, D.C. First up, Matt Duffy, 3-4-5 with Posey and Susac to follow. See if Gio can get a leadoff guy out here. No batter has had as many pitches against Gio as he had against Peavy. He got Peavy up to 48 pitches after 3 innings. And that's outside. And the breaking ball stays outside. At this time last year, Duffy was down in Richmond on his way to a .332 season. Called up August 1st by the Giants. And a ball well hit to right center, chased down by Denard Span.
A good route by Span. He had to turn on the Jets there at the end. He thought he had a beat on this. Watch him pick up the pace right about there. And he had a beat on it, put it in cruise control. Nice play. Good swing by Duffy.
Now Buster Posey. Hot shot up the middle, first inning to end the inning. The ball actually hit the side of the mound and slightly redirected to Danny Espinosa. He went right to the bag for the forced play, and it's 1-0 here. Change up 84, 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, this is the guy you circle the pre-series meeting based on how he's played so far this year, and his streak that he's on isn't going to beat you. I mean, it's not like if you walk him, he's going to steal second and third. And when you look at the Giants lineup tonight against Gio Gonzalez, there's some good hitters in there, but there's Buster Posey, who's a great hitter, and he's not beating me. Sorry. Not when he's 13 for his last 30 with homers and RBIs everywhere. He's locked.
Posey off the end of the bat. Still got a pretty good piece of it. Out to Bryce Harper. 2 outs.
Join the Nats tomorrow. It's Independence Day, the 3rd installment of this season's Patriotic Series presented by SAIC. It's the best day of the year at the ballpark besides opening day. I'm sticking to that. I love it. Giants 11:05 start. Brunch at the ballpark. There's going to be a variety of brunch food, cocktail items, the Red Porch, other locations throughout the park. Gates open at 8:30, so breakfast, brunch at the ballpark tomorrow. Be there. Favorite brunch food, go.
Oh, got to be blueberry pancakes with a little bacon on the side.
All right.
Extra crispy.
Of course. You like it so crispy that you take one bite and it breaks into 400 pieces.
Wow, yeah. Potato chips have nothing on my bacon. Then you got to wash it down with some freshly squeezed OJ. Andrew Susac, base hit to right field, leading off the second. Did he go? He did, and so do the Giants in the 4th. Gio Gonzalez is on his game tonight. A lot of rest, not a lot of pitches last weekend. It'll be Escobar, and then Harper, and then Robinson. No score, 4th inning. President. No, not vice president. That's not Joe Biden. Well, that is Calvin Coolidge, who will be celebrating his 143rd birthday tomorrow.
He was the 29th vice president, but he was the 30th president. And he looks a lot like Frankenstein. If we put a few bolts in his head and maybe some stitches.
Teddy just kind of Cadillacing his way to the finish line.
Freddie, Calvin, Silent Cal with a nice move. Welcome to the family, Calvin.
Who wins their first race? I don't know.
Calvin Coolidge does. His wife, Grace, was a baseball fanatic. She loved the game so much. He did not like the game, but we will adopt him nonetheless. And he needs some just for presidents with that gray hair, by the way.
I was just going to say, myself and a lot of guys in this age group digging the silver dew on the sides there. Here we go, bottom of the fourth, and it's Escobar leading off. Oh, and he throws his bat into the seats. Right over the camera bay at the near end of the dugout.
All right. Happy Nats fan with a souvenir.
Yeah. Escobar's not going to propose a trade. He'll just go to a new stick.
He gives people bats over the dugout when they don't work, so he'll take a new one. He's not afraid. He got 5 hits with the bat this year and retired it. He said you can't do any better than that. I like that idea. The celebrity president every year. What do you think?
Just going to be a crowded field, but hey,
no,
the presidential race is a crowded field right now.
Just one a year. So Calvin's retired. You're out of here after this year. Then a new one next year. Yeah.
And just like everything else around here, we'll figure out how to pay for it later.
Yeah.
1-1, and a ball driven to right. Rushing in to grab it, Justin Maxwell. President's throwing out first pitches over the years.
There's Bill Taft, small human.
Is that Mr. Hoover with the hat on? That's FDR. JFK. Hubert Humphrey right behind him to the left there.
It's a tradition that should be a must. If you're the president, it should come with the job that you have to throw out the first pitch in the first game in Washington, D.C. every single year. It's part of the job.
LBJ and then President Bush and President Barack Obama on the same day. He joined us in the broadcast booth those many years ago.
And you have to have the right hat on, too. And do it every year. Make it a tradition. And if you, in safety reasons, you want to do it from the stands, do it from the stands like the old days. And get your arm up and work on your release point like he is.
Very nice.
That's President Lincoln.
Dressed years ahead of his time. Bryce Harper 2-0. He said it. And now he's a racing president.
He's got a good grip on the ball right there.
Looks like a cutter. That was a pretty loud grunt for a changeup by Jake Peavy. He's got a little Nolan Ryan in him. Hitters would tell you that when they face Nolan, he had that loud grunt as if he wasn't intimidating enough. Here's a 3-0. 82 right in there.
Calvin Coolidge once had a quote that said, Babe Ruth made a big mistake when he gave up pitching. So, good president, nice guy, one of the nicest presidents we ever had. Silent Cal is his nickname, everybody loved. His nature, maybe not a scout, though.
Babe Ruth was once asked, how do you feel about making more money than the President of the United States? Babe said, I had a better year than he did. Second walk by Harper. Looks like there's 2 or 3 circles around his name on the Giants series scouting report. Clint Robinson, foul ball down the right field line. First time caught by Justin Maxwell. Clint had a good at bat first time. He was way behind, battled back to fill it. No score, bottom of the fourth. Nats haven't had a hit since the Escobar double right on the right field line in the first inning. Rips one to center. Angel Pagan backtracking. 2 outs. Ian Desmond now with 2 down, and he lined out to Maxwell and right his first time.
Hands a little bit higher, see where they're starting, kind of up around the helmet, just a little bit. I'm not really noticing a whole lot of difference, to be honest.
Pop up over there is Posey. Buster with room, and he catches it right over the tarp. 1 out walk to Harper. The Nats have left 3. PV and Gio. Pretty good pitching duel so far.
We saw one last night at Turner Field between Manny Banuelos and Max Scherzer, but Gio Gonzalez has had the sinker sinking, the 2-seam fastball. Jake Peavy's kept the Nats at bay, mixing it up like he usually does. Brandon Crawford with a strong arm throw off the double pump, still able to turn the double play. So if you like offense, you tuned into the wrong game.
Denard Span extending his on-base streak to 23 games. He sits safely in 14 of 16. And Gio Gonzalez, of those 43 pitches, a Scherzer-like and a Zimmerman-like 31 strikes. In the raindrops, Brandon Crawford leads off top 5. Escobar on the grass at third. First pitch breaking ball, front door style, strike 1.
That's something that Steven Strasburg did so well his last start, that curveball early in the count for a strike.
Goes there again, and that ball hits John Hirschbeck hard.
It sure did.
And out to the mound, Jose Lobaton to hang out with Gio and give the umpire a chance to gather himself. Tells Jerry Davis he's okay.
I don't know if he's okay, but he's tough, I'll tell you that. Real tough. But he's not okay.
32 years in the big leagues.
Very tough. I'd be in the corner of the dugout in the fetal position right now if I were him.
A little more steady on the rainfall now. Target away on 1-2. And the ball hit a mile high out to right center. Espinosa out, waiting for a call from an outfielder. It's Span, first out, fifth inning. For the achiever in you, PNC Bank with our minor league report. And we check in on Eric Fetty. Long year off recovering from Tommy John surgery. Has finally been able to make his professional debut. Couple of starts, 1.29, 7 innings pitched out of UNLV. Matt Williams' alma mater.
Talked to Aaron Barrett today about Lucas Giolito, and he was raving about him.
That was an injury suffered during his junior season in Vegas. But the Nats, and Mike Rizzo's been known to have some faith in outstanding young ball players who have injury issues. Just consider Anthony Rendon. One pitch right in there.
If I have a catcher that frames the low ball well and I'm a pitcher, you lower your sights automatically and you're not afraid to miss below the strike zone. You know, Gio's been throwing the two-seam fastball way more this year than before. So, A, he's been getting more ground balls outs than he has, less strikeouts, and he wants to be more efficient. But B, if you have Lobaton catching you, you know, Wilson Ramos is good at it. Jose Lobaton is great at it. The low pitch and framing it, make it look like a strike. It makes me want to throw it down there because I know even if I miss low, there's still a chance it could be a strike.
2-2 to Maxwell, and that's outside. Justin Maxwell out swinging first time. 4-for-8 career coming in against Gio. With a home run, no score here, fifth inning, and a payoff pitch with one out. Got him. Going soft with 85 for the strikeout, his third.
So look where all the pitches are on Nissan in this whole sequence. He ends it with a 3-2 changeup, but that's to my point. Gio Gonzalez down with everything tonight, and sometimes it's just a mindset. And it's where you look as a pitcher, just lowering your sights as if you were shooting a rifle. Just take that thing, lower it a little bit, look at the bottom of the zone. Dan had a great report earlier talking about how Jose Lobaton's going to give him a lower target tonight because he might be a little bit strong. Well, he's been great at the bottom of the strike zone or below here tonight so far against the Giants.
Blanco base hit up the middle first time. So Gio's made life a little easier on himself last 2 innings by retiring the leadoff guys, Duffy and Crawford. Blanco trying to extend the inning and turn over the lineup with Jake Peavy on deck. Up and away, 1-1.
And the Giants are a tough team to strike out. They're second in the National League behind the Braves. And so Gio not going for the strikeout tonight, even though he has 3. He's just trying to make them put the ball in play, keep the ball down, and working ahead. Steve McCaddy has to be liking what he's seeing. Minus the weather.
Yeah, Gio to the back of the mound a little bit, just kind of drying off here and there. Target on the edge. Puts it right out there. Elevated a bit. Strike 2. This one slicing away from Taylor and unreachable into the seats. Gregor Blanco came into this game hitting .318. Doesn't have enough at bats to qualify for the batting race. His on base percentage was .384 for a guy hitting eighth. Now the rain coming down hard, and some folks are starting to scatter. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gio, strikeout number 4. Outstanding through 5. He'll bat third after Lobaton and Taylor as the weather starts to become a bit of a factor here at Nationals Park. Not everybody. Nationals Park, some rain. Some folks have had to head up or down to the concourse. No score, bottom of the 5th coming up. Strasburg and Bumgarner tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And then the game on Sunday night with Jordan Zimmerman against Vogelsong. That's ESPN. Then the Reds are in for night games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Nats owe them a sweep after what happened in Cincinnati late May. Nats extra, of course, 30 minutes before every game and a half hour after. That's a changeup that almost had Jose Lobaton spinning around.
Bob Henley's due for some customers.
And I was just looking at the scorebook. The Nats scored a run in the 9th to cement the 6-1 win at Atlanta Monday night. They were beaten 4-1 the next night, 2-1 last night. So you're looking at 2.5 games here now with 2 runs scored.
Yeah, Bob's a lonely third base coach. He needs some friends running past him.
0-2 Jose Lobaton. Susak wanted the pitch up, and PV gave it to him up there. Came in averaging about 15 pitches per inning through 4. Outside 2-2. And Lobaton will pull it foul.
Honestly, didn't see this coming with Jake Peavy tonight, but you go on the minor league rehab starts and not have the same adrenaline that you have at the major league level. So when you look at his numbers in his rehab starts, yeah, you're thinking, 0-3, 6.12 ERA, and 6 AAA starts. This is a good night for the offense to get well, but Peavy has confidence on this mound. He's got a little more adrenaline going tonight. But to be quite frank, I didn't see this coming.
And he throws it by Lobaton for his 4th strikeout.
Mercedes-Benz on the 91-mile-an-hour offering from Jake Peavy. Everything away to Jose Lobaton, and this one had a little more plate than most of them.
Taylor struck out off speed first time. A little bit high, evidently. I think Peavy thought he had a strike. '34-year-old Jake Peavy trying to win his 140th career game. So one hopper to Matt Duffy. Gio will bat with 2 outs here in the 5th.
It's the 4th 10-year Tuesday of the season, Tuesday, July 7th at Nats Park. The first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a 10-year anniversary lapel pin. Be sure to arrive early at the 7:05 matchup against the Cardinals in order to claim this limited edition item. Visit Nationals.com to purchase your tickets today. Pretty sure it's the Reds, but I am Ron Burgundy, and I will read anything you put in front of me. I mean, you could have said it was the Chattanooga Lookouts, and I would have read it. Yeah. Or worse. Yeah, don't ever mess with these. I like my job.
Okay. Gio taking a big cut. Almost homered first time up.
That's why I paused. I'm like, wait, the Cardinals have already been here.
Yeah. We'll have to see them until the end of August. And maybe thereafter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gio battled through a 10-pitch AB back in the 3rd inning.
I love when Jake Peavy goes snap mode after a pitch. He's so intense out there. He didn't like that 0-2 pitch.
And Gio will sky one out to Joe Panik. Comes back onto the infield dirt to grab it. Pitchers ruling game 1 of this holiday weekend series.
Gonzalez has been fantastic through 5. A couple of strikeouts. Justin Maxwell with a nasty 3-2 changeup. And then Gregor Blanco striking out on a fastball, and he was just a hair late. Looked a lot later on the Exmo. Time for Toyota Keys for Kids. The Washington area Toyota dealers want to help children and their families by making a donation of $37 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season.
On to the 6th inning. Gio Gonzalez, 60 pitches, 42 strikes. Jake Peavy will lead off.
Both teams trying to find a way to get some guys on.
Giants box. Their leadoff men reached base. First 3 innings. Pagan in the first, Susak in the second, Blanco in the third, and since then Gio has shut the door with 9 in a row.
This could be a battle of third time around for both pitchers. Whoever wins that battle wins the game.
And Peavy's bat flies into the seats.
Great play.
And a courageous gentleman catches it on the fly to protect those around him.
And got a kiss for his effort. He deserved it.
Wow, he stepped up for that one.
He did. Watch his catch. I mean, I don't recommend this at home. I say if you see a bat coming at you, duck, because I've seen a lot of people lose typhuses. But that guy makes one heck of a play. But seriously, and then his reward, little smooch. Yeah, you deserve it.
Well, the fans are booing because they took the bat, but he'll probably get another one in trade.
He got a kiss. You can't replace that, Bob.
True.
No, in all seriousness, don't try to catch a bat. In all my years in baseball, I've seen some horrific things with people standing up going, oh, I got a bat's coming at me. I'm going to catch it. No, don't.
Fastball up.
I'll give you one. I'll go down and give you one.
And the curveball low. Two-two pitch, swing and a miss on a ball that skips into the middle of Lobaton. And Gio Gonzalez has struck out 3 in a row.
American Standard, who's hot, who's not. Angel Pagan against lefties in the Fuego, 380 average this season. Gio Gonzalez against everybody in his last 9 home starts, 5-1 with a 1.88.
Celebrate this season with the American Standard All-Star Sales event. Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com for amazing rebate and financing opportunities. Angel Pagan, top of the order. Base hit and a pop-up. And ball 1, third time around here in the 6th. Hit hard. That ball fooled Danny Espinosa. Looked like he went one way and it kind of tailed away from him. Hard hit ball. And the Giants will have their 4th base hit.
Did that hit the side of the mound? That ball took a right-hand turn, or if you're Danny Espinosa, it went from his right to his left. Let's see this again. Hard to tell from way up here what happened right there. Yeah, hit the side of the mound.
Yep.
See Espinosa going for that ball, thinking about, I got a backhand play. Hits the side of the mound, goes the other way, and skips on him. And he could make the play. Yeah, that's just a redirect almost like in hockey. The mound was the stick.
Angel Pagan 4 out of 6 stealing, but as FP told you early, knee problems throughout this season so far.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
He stole 16 bases last year, but last year his back was getting him. That's trouble into the corner. Taylor races over, and that was a fair ball when he caught it, according to Jerry Davis at third. So racing into the corner, Michael A. Taylor with an outstanding play.
Well, not only did he have to go toward the foul line, he was playing in on Joe Panik. And he had to go back and to the line, and who knows where that would have landed, but a great play by Michael Taylor on the run. Watch how far he had to go for this, and it's Taylor away from him on top of it. So he's playing shallow. Panik got most of it, and Gio Gonzalez appreciating the effort by Michael Taylor in the scoreless game. That could be a huge play.
2 outs, Matt Duffy. He'll go the other way. Robinson redirects. Espinosa for the force, and Desmond drops it. But the runner wanders, and now he's going to be tagged out. Angel Pagan assumed he was out, and he kept on going. 1-4-6.
I don't think Ian Desmond thought Espinosa was going to second base, and that's the only play that Danny had because Robinson dove for it. How smart is that by Danny Espinosa? And Ian Desmond drops the ball and tags him. Wow. Part Danny Espinosa being heads up enough to go to second and know that's his only play. Gio Gonzalez was hustling to first, but Duffy would have beaten him. The throw to Desmond is right on the money. He threw it to the outside of the bag to clear him from the runner. The throw beat Angel Pagan. And watch the Exmo at the end. I mean, this is a perfect throw by Danny Espinosa to Ian Desmond, who just misses it. I mean, the good thing that Ian Desmond stuck with that ball, and Pagan didn't stick with the play, but in a 0-0 game, circle that play for A, being crazy weird, and B, being a huge play in a scoreless game.
Boy, it looked like Ian Desmond was looking that ball all the way into his glove. Just wonder if he's seen it well. So we go bottom six, top of the order for the Nats. A big break there because that's a runner in scoring position, and guess who is on deck? Buster Posey. Denard Span 1 for 2.
All right, scorekeeper guy, how do I score that?
Well, fielder's choice for the hitter, and then 1-4-6. And I put down a T indicating it was a tag play.
Oh, right. Okay, I got that.
On the inside edge to Span 0-2. And Jake Peavy, other than a walk in the fourth, hasn't given the Nats anything since the first inning. He's walked Bryce Harper twice. And the Nats not generating anything. He got Span on off speed last time. Denard got tired of waiting, asked John Hirschbeck for time, and then Peavy able to shut it down. Busted bat. And Denard Span 1 for 3. Sixth inning underway for the home team. So the Nats box score will show 2 of the first 3 hitters with hits. Span the single, but then the double play ball. Escobar the double. The Nats have not had a hit since. And that's 14 of the last 15 retired by Jake Peavy.
The shark right there. Look at Shark Week is this week. See on the bottom? It's a shark in the stands. Shark Week's everywhere.
There's Espinosa 0 for 2.
And I wonder if the presidents are going to do a Shark Week skit. They never do.
You know they will. Danny lifts one out to center for Pagan. It'll be up to Escobar to keep the inning going to see if they have to pitch to Bryce Harper. Yeah, a few raindrops on the lens of our camera out there in left field. Nothing that has threatened to stop play. In fact, an inning and a half ago, I saw John Turnauer come out and speak to Jerry Davis. And then while the Giants were throwing the ball around, John went out and actually took his hands and did a spot check on the infield to feel the dirt and see how everything was working around left side, right side. So playing through some light rain here. Escobar's gone the other way twice with a double and the fly ball. And he goes to center with this one. Pagan is under it. Gio Gonzalez and Jake Peavy are pitching like this is a playoff game tonight.
By Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, Mercedes-Benz of Alexandria. No score. This one cruising to the top of the 7th inning. It's been a pitcher's duel all the way. Nats won 9 of their last 12 games. Gio Gonzalez, a big part of that 9 of their last 12, and he's been a big part of it tonight. He just needs a run to deal with because he has been great with the two-seam fastball down the zone. That was a changeup right there down the zone. Real aggressive with every pitch. And coming off that nice outing he had against the Pirates on the 21st is picked up right where he left off.
Yeah, offense very quiet since the Nats got 4 in the first Tuesday night at Atlanta. Only 3 runs since.
Nata dudes, eye black on, gamer, ready to go.
And by the way, quick correction on that play earlier on the tag by Desmond. 3-4-6. It was Clint Robinson redirecting the ball to Danny Espinosa.
Clean it up. Let's go.
3-4-6 with a tag.
Tighten it up over there, scorebook.
Yeah. I'm just kind of mesmerized by the pitching like everybody else is right now. There's Buster Posey. Hot shot up the middle that hit the mound. And went to Espinosa, and then a fly ball to right. And Denard Span is going to watch this ball fly out of here as Buster Posey hits his 14th of the year. Nearly straight away to center. And that gives him 57 RBIs, 1 behind Bryce Harper.
That's the guy that can't beat you. It's the hottest hitter maybe in the National League right now, definitely for the Giants. He took Matt Capps deep, throwing 99 from about 45 feet yesterday in South Florida. Now, in the 7th inning, takes Gio Gonzalez deep for his 14th home run of the year and extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, 16 RBIs in those 9 games. Giants 10th in the league in homers. Buster Posey has 14 of their 67. Well, that thing had another gear. You just kept waiting for Span just to set up under it. And then Denard could only turn and watch it leave. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul by Andrew Susac, the catcher.
Yeah, you know what Gio Gonzalez was thinking right there against Buster Posey. My stuff is as good as it's been all year. I don't need to pitch around anybody. And you like the aggressive nature that he's had tonight, pounding the strike zone. And a pitch that was supposed to be away caught a little bit too much of the plate, and Posey made Gio and the Nats pay.
Buster Posey now 97 career home runs.
The bottom line, though, and do you know where I'm going with this? You should be able to give up a home run, a solo shot.
Yeah.
You should be able to make a mistake if you're a Nats pitcher right now.
And a 2-2, fouled back. Gio gives up his 4th homer of the year. 4 home runs in nearly 88 innings. So he keeps it in the yard.
I mean, this is a ball club that's averaging 5.03 runs per game on the road. 2nd in the big leagues to the Blue Jays, who are averaging 5.1. And Gio Gonzalez has held the Giants at bay all night.
Well, who will step up? Bryce will lead off the 7th. 2-2 pitch, target in. Gio goes in there and gets the strikeout. Susac didn't like it. Number 6 for the left-hander.
Nissan tracks the fastball from Gio Gonzalez. Good frame right here by Jose Lobaton getting the call. I think that's what Andrew Susac, catcher, might have been saying to John Hirschbeck. I mean, the Giants lead the National League in hitting with a 271 average coming in tonight. They lead the National League in hits with 748. Their 2nd on-base percentage at 330. So what Gio Gonzalez has done thus far is no small task.
Fastball in there, and Gio, tough time sticking in the landing there. Hard hit. Gonzalez deflects. Escobar's got time. Gets it done on a 1-5-3. And we've had some baseballs pinballing their way around the infield tonight. With more on the Lobaton-Gonzalez combo, here's Dan.
Bob, FP mentioned earlier in the game that it seems like Jose Lobaton is becoming Gio Gonzalez's personal catcher, and the numbers kind of bear that out a little bit. If you look at Gio's last 9 starts, including his canceled outing in Philly because of the rain, Lobaton has been behind the plate in 8 of them, and they've had good success when working together. Even after that home run, Gio's ERA with Lobaton behind the plate right around 3.2. Pretty strong stuff.
Yeah, when you consider his ERA for the season has been up in the 4.5 to 5+ range, pretty strong. That ball, a fly ball to deep center, and Denard Span will grab it off the bat of Justin Maxwell. Gio's had a lot of outs in the air tonight, a lot of strikeouts. He gets this ball game to the 7th inning stretch. 1-0 Giants. And it's our Hyundai by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. To the bottom of the 7th inning, Craig Stammen. Saw him running around the Nationals Park outside today, getting his legs ready. Jason Worth, hopefully early August. And come see the Potomac Nationals. They're home the 5th through the 9th. Giveaways, dollar hot dogs, minor league baseball's top prospect, Lucas Giolito. For all your ticket and promo info, visit PotomacNationals.com.
I don't think Jake Peavy's going to get brave with Bryce Harper right here, but let's see.
Yeah, one cleanup hitter has been challenged in this inning. Here comes the Nats version, Harper. 90, and he had a good rip.
He did.
Bryce has been walked twice tonight, now 58 times on the year.
I'm not a pitcher, never have been, but that swing right there by Bryce Harper would scare me into 4 straight balls after that. I mean, he just threw a fastball right down the middle at 90. Bryce took a mighty hack. Let's see if Jake Peavy gets anywhere near the strike zone after that swing. He wants to bounce a changeup, I feel like.
That's in there. Bryce's last home run was in the 1st inning of the Sunday sweep game against the Pirates on the last homestand. Been banged up since then. Right up there still with the best hitters in the league in terms of batting average. That's a great job of IDing the changeup. Bryce's on base percentage now nearing 470 again with the 2 walks tonight.
Those guys want to see a tater.
That one bounces, ball 3. So that was 11 games ago when Bryce last went deep. He has not played every game since then. Rips it foul, and Tony Tarasco gets out of the way.
It's so hard to be ready to hit if you're Bryce Harper in situations like this. He's smart. He knows that Jake Peavy wants nothing to do with him. But you can't be passive right here because he might lay one in there. He might make a mistake. So that's the dilemma you go through right now. You know he wants to pitch around you, but you also know you're the tie and run, and he doesn't want to put you on. So you're looking for a mistake right here, 3-2, if you're Bryce Harper.
Big crowd waiting for a reason to jump out of their seats. That's upstairs, and Harper walks for the 3rd time.
That was close.
Well, he took a couple of borderline pitches in that AB.
I think Mercedes might show a little out of the zone. Jake Peavy wanted it. Was it high? Andrew Susac with a nice frame. But that was high, and a great at-bat by Bryce Harper. Tie and run aboard here in the bottom of the 7th. Shall I say game on?
Yeah. Clint Robinson's had a couple of good at-bats tonight. He gashed it last time, a line drive out to Pagan in center. Bryce didn't even have to take a step toward the bag. He just extended the left foot.
A walk right now kind of feels like a rally.
Nats have no hits since the 1st inning. That's a changeup that floats way outside.
So 7 rehab starts for Peavy. You'd think he's good to go. Pitch number 86 coming, 52 strikes, 33 balls. That's a lot of rehab starts.
Right-hander Hunter Strickland. in a crowded Giants bullpen. They've got 8 guys out there.
That's Bryce's buddy.
Robinson looked like he was just trying to stroke a base hit to left on that swing.
Remember he and Bryce Harper going mano a mano in the playoffs? Bryce.
Oh yeah.
Took it deep.
He was bringing it, wasn't he, Strickland? Wow.
Took him deep into the bay.
One, nobody out. Harper inching off. Robinson heading for the scoreboard. This ball is gone. And yes, he does hit one at home. 4th big league homer. The first in the Nationals' home uniform. And Washington's on top 2-1.
So all of a sudden, Gio Gonzalez in line for the win in this one after the 4th home run of the year off the bat of Clint Robinson. And do the fans want some more Clint? There he is. A little tardy on the curtain call, but he'll take it.
He's not used to this.
That was great.
His first 3 homers on the road. Nobody wanted to see him there. So here's Desmond. He is 0 for 2. Hot shot on Hopper. Matt Duffy. Ian Desmond came into the series hitting .340 career against the Giants. Hitless tonight. Lobaton next. And my, what a change in momentum.
Well, look at the location mistake. Susac reaches all the way across the plate. That was supposed to be a 2-seamer away to Clint Robinson. It ran the inner half. And with one swing of the bat and a good at-bat by Bryce Harper, it's a 2-1 game, and Gio appreciates the fact that he has a chance to win this one now after one swing.
That's the Nats' 80th home run of the year.
Roy Hobinson.
Outside the Lobaton, 1-0. This has to be so sweet for him. Waited until the age of 30 to get more than a dozen big league at bats in a season.
It's a great story, man. You root for those guys no matter where they're playing. The guys that paid their dues, never got a shot. They finally get one.
4 at bats with Kansas City 3 years ago. 9 with the Dodgers last year. One ball, one strike. Up and in.
I mean, you feel like just embellishing and saying, yeah, he was in a batting cage and a scout was driving by. I mean, that's the feel this Clint Robinson story has. All the years in the minor leagues, all the bus rides, all the cruddy hotels, making 0 money. And for the love of the game, just hoping that you get a chance to show somebody that you could do it at the highest level, then finally getting that chance and taking advantage of it. I just got goosebumps.
How do you like me now? 3-1 to Lobaton. And he'll take a base on balls. 2 walks in the inning. 3 of the last 4 Nats have reached base.
Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers are donating a new car, now $250 to the Children's National Health System for every home run a Nats player hits this season. So keep them coming, Clint Robinson. It's for a wonderful cause. Lexus, the pursuit of perfection.
Jake Peavy is done as Bruce Bochy has the hook. We'll see some high octane coming into the ball game. Michael A. Taylor next for the Nats. Peavy goes 6 1/3, 3 hits, 4 walks, 94 pitches, 57 strikes. The Nats have knocked him out on the one swing by a 30-year-old rookie.
And in Clint Robinson's 2-run shot, the big damage. I was talking with Robinson the other day. He was telling me that all 3 of his home runs prior to this one had come when he was playing first base, and he said that he feels just fresher when he's playing first. He's not used to playing the outfield as much. Gets a little more tired out there. He's on his feet the entire game. He's running around a little more. He just feels like he's fresher when he's playing first base. Again today, Clint Robinson playing first base. A home run, Bob.
Yeah, that's great. Hunter Strickland takes over here. 9 ERA in that division series against the Nats last year. Bryce Harper got him. This guy can really bring it. And what a great story for Clint Robinson.
It might sound silly, but if you're not used to playing the outfield, running to and from your position for 9 innings every night, if you're not used to it, I'm serious. Yeah. Don't laugh. It can get to you. Especially if you're not a distance runner.
Taylor faces the right-hander for the first time and pops it up. Short right field. Over there's Joe Panic. And he has it for the second out. And next up is Gio.
All right, it's time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo using hashtag NatsCouchCam. And you just might see yourself on TV in an upcoming broadcast that's brought to you by T-Mobile. Not on the couch, but they got good seats.
You know, Clint told me a couple of months ago, we were talking about his time just buried in the Kansas City organization. He was very frank about it. He said, you know, looking back, I probably should have gone out maybe to the outfield, worked on a few things more than I did, you know, just to get any semblance of a chance to play. Well, he doesn't have to regret anything anymore. He's finally made it to the big leagues, and he's been a very huge contributor to the Nats with all these injuries. Zimmerman on the shelf, and now he's grabbing the first base job against right-handed pitchers, just like Taylor has grabbed that left field job. But I thought that was big of him to admit, hey, maybe I could have done a little more rather than just hanging out at first base in the same organization with Eric Hosmer and Billy Butler for those years. Maybe the feel-good story of this ball club this year right there. I remember how excited he was when we came up here for that exhibition game against the Yankees. He hadn't even been in a big league uniform the last weekend of spring training before, much less make an opening day roster. He said at that time, hey, even if they send me out, I know I gave it everything I had in spring training. Then he got the news. You're staying north.
But then to stay on the team, you still have to do something. It's harder to stay there than to get there when you get to the big leagues, and he's done plenty.
So Dan Uggla here for Gio in a count of 1-2 here in the 7th inning. That ball bounces. So Gio Gonzalez is going to go 7 for the second consecutive time and the 4th time this year. He keeps that low walk thing by the starters going, by the way, by not walking anybody tonight. 2-2 to Uggla. That's a nasty breaking ball, and he got a called third strike with it. Big inning for the Nats. Harper walked. Clint Robinson does the damage. 4th career home run, 1st in Nationals Park. What a moment, and it's 2-1 into the 8th. Spring training, kind of rare in baseball these days, but as you mentioned, doesn't mean a whole lot if you come up here and go 0 for your first 20 because you know where you're going back. Clint's been able to stick with this ball club all year.
I mean, it's cliche, but you get your day in the sun, you got to shine. So he made the team, took advantage of opportunity. Big blow here tonight. Jake Peavy cruising along. The 3-2 pitch to Bryce Harper just out of the strike zone. So a great at-bat by Bryce, and then a location mistake. You saw Susac reach across the plate, and just like that, it's 2-1. Gio in line for the win. Matt Thornton on here. The Giants have Gregor Blanco leading off. Joe Panik coming up. So Matt Williams going matchup baseball. But you know if Buster Posey's coming up, it might be David Carpenter or Drew Storn facing Buster Posey again.
That could happen, and we'll see how it all shakes out. So here's Thornton. Not throwing as hard as he did last year, but still has the trust of his manager at this stage of a game when the Nats have a lead. So it's Blanco. Escobar on the grass at third. Number 9 spot coming up. Espinosa has it to his left. And you never know when you might see a game-saving play.
Well, that's no exaggeration. A one-run game, top of the 8th inning. Blanco on. You have Arias coming up who can handle the bat. So if this gets through a definite butt opportunity, and you're looking at the tying run being on second base with 1 out, but Danny Espinosa, who's been doing it wherever you put him this year, look at him smother that thing. Get up. Plenty of time to throw out Blanco. What a play by Danny Espinosa. Put him anywhere, he's going to make a web gem. You remember at first base in Tampa down by the bullpen. Third base here, a pop-up over by the tarp. He made an unbelievable play over the shoulder. He's made great plays at second all year, and he's made a few gems at shortstop. Doesn't matter where he plays. If they had a gold glove for a utility player, he'd win it.
Swinging a foul there by Joaquin Arias, who is 1 for 2 career against Matt Thornton.
And someday he's going to win one at second or short. Mark that down. Get back to me in a few years.
And that ball skips in. One ball and 2 strikes. And Thornton drops another one down there, 2-2. Casey Jansen for some right-handed bats that are coming here in the 8th inning. I was talking with Drew Storn today. He said he and Jansen were both warming up last night in case the Nats would have a long top of the 9th inning and not score, and they maybe Max Scherzer sitting around for a long time. Jansen could have come in a tie game in the bottom of the 9th if Max couldn't answer the bell for the 9th, and we know that he did and got very unlucky. So that's why Casey Jansen was warming up alongside Storn last night. Drew, of course, for the save, but the Nats didn't take the lead.
Well, Max talked about in his no-hitter how that extended 6th inning, when the Nats scored a few runs, actually saved him.
Yeah. That ball fouled. Two-1 Nats, top of the 8th. 2-2 pitch, fastball away. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, and we'll see what Matt Williams does here, because Angel Pagan has been so much better right-handed.
Well, after you just strike out a righty, I'm pretty sure he's going to lead Matt Thornton in here to face Angel Pagan. Went right after him. Well-placed 94 in the outer half. No need to make a change when you just saw what the skipper saw.
Pagan and Thornton have met once. Ground ball out.
especially with the lefty panic on deck. Not a chance.
Yeah. Pagano base hit last time on that ball that hit the side of the mound and then changed directions behind Danny Espinosa. 1-0 pitch and a good heater, 94. Matt throwing the ball well tonight. Upstairs and a big hack at 94. Two with 2 outs. And a fly ball to center. Denard's span is there. And it's 1-2-3 for Matt Thornton in the top of the 8th inning. Top of the order coming up for the Nats. Energized by the Robinson homer. Baseball, but on one night, they all happen in one place. Don't miss the 86th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Tuesday, July 14th on Fox.
It means something. Game 7 of the World Series could be at Nats Park this year. You never know. 2-1 Nats as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. I wonder what we're going to make our Miller moment tonight. We promised you earlier in the game we're going to show it to you. Here it is. The foul ball, no, the home run off the bat of Clint Robinson. Location mistake from Jake Peavy. Wanted that away, pulled it across to the inner half. Might have been getting a little bit tired. And Clint Robinson with one swing makes this a 2-1 ball game and gives the Nats the lead.
Denard Span will lead off. Called up today, left-hander Josh Osich. The man Denard's facing, 26-year-old lefty. Giants' 6th selection in the draft 4 years ago.
pretty good minor league numbers. Let's see what he's got.
From Boise, Idaho to Oregon State. That's him for the first time, obviously. And here's Span, 1 for 3.
Got a pretty good cutter, and he throws it 100% of the time.
Didn't miss by much. Counts even, 1-1.
Big inning for the Nats. They can find a way to push another one across. It takes Buster Posey solo shot out of the equation. Also takes leadoff man on Bunham over whole thing out of the equation. So they'd love an insurance run right here.
And Denard Span works the count to 3-1. Duffy in at third, but well off the bag, and a couple of Denard's hits the last few nights have been late swings right between third base bag and the guy playing third. Duffy will back up a little bit here on a 3-1 count. And Denard looks at it. It's another walk. The Nationals have been given 5 walks in this game tonight. How about some brunch with us and the Nats tomorrow? Madison Bumgarner, 8-4 this year, 2-3 career against the Nats with a .260 ERA. And he will be facing the rejuvenated Steven Strasburg, who's won 2 in a row, 2 runs, 15 strikeouts in his last 12 innings.
I believe Madison Bumgarner pitched a 4th of July game here a few years back.
And it was hot.
It was hot, and I think the Nats hit a few home runs off him. But he'll have better weather tomorrow for sure. One of the better left-handers in baseball.
Man, he's doing some historic things in the postseason lately. Here's Danny Espinosa. Turns around to the right side, where he's 17 for 55, a .309 batting mark.
You got Joe Panik playing up the middle, Buster Posey, a catcher, playing first base, although Buster's pretty good over there. A push bunt towards second base wouldn't be the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, a lot of green over there. Denard Span, a couple more bags against the Braves in that series, 11 for 11.
So good at picking the right pitch to go on and getting a key or a read on a pitcher. That's why he's 11 for 11. Denard in the box.
High throw. Time given again. Made it to 150 career steals this week. And he goes off speed, drops it in the dirt, 1-2.
Drew Storm, last pitch on the 28th of June in Philly.
Yeah. Espinosa late for 94. 1 out. Escobar and Harper now the next two.
And that's trying to tack on some more runs here, but isn't it funny how the game of baseball works? That on the first time these two teams face again, it's going to be Drew Storm versus Buster Posey.
Yeah.
In the top of the 9th.
Good news is Pablo Sandoval's in Boston.
It's just such a great game. I mean, you couldn't have scripted this any better. Last night's game, amazing baseball. Game 1 of this 3-game set between these two teams, been a great ball game. It's good stuff.
Span started, then stopped.
See if Escobar goes pull mode and tries to do some damage right here in a 2-0 counter. He's thinking about that hole created by Denard Span at first base. We've seen him do both this year. But based on the cut fastball that he's seeing, he might think about pulling this one. Let's see.
Escobar 1 for 3. Hasn't pulled the ball tonight yet. 2 to right, 1 a double, and a fly ball to center. Now he works the count to 3-0. Escobar doesn't walk a lot. He loves to hack, only 18 times all year. And he takes a strike above the belt. 3-1.
See, that's the pitch that he would like right now in the 3-1 count. Same pitch, same spot. If he's thinking about doing some damage and turning on one, that's exactly where he wants the baseball. And we've seen him on that exact same pitch do some damage.
He takes the walk. 2 on, 1 out, and lefty with Bryce Harper coming in.
Dave Righetti going to come out and talk to his young left-hander. This is okay. You can circle guys all you want in meetings, but in this situation, the Giants have to pitch to Bryce Harper.
Yes, they do.
1 out, you can't pitch around him. And I think that the key to Bryce's success this season isn't the obvious. There's been times when teams have 0-2'd him. What does that mean? They pitch him from the very first pitch like it's an 0-2 count to see if he's going to be aggressive with you. So meaning I'm going to throw my best pitch, maybe a ball that looks like a strike, that's not going to be a strike, and if you chase it, now I'm going to go after you. And to Bryce's credit, in big situations this year, a guy that used to be very excitable and fish for those pitches and try to be the hero, hasn't done it yet this year. He's let the game come to him, and if you want to bounce some stuff up there, he's spitting all over it. And then when you finally make a mistake, he's making you pay. And it's been in situations like this that impress me the most, where teams are trying to make him chase, that he's been calm, he's stayed within himself, he's stayed in the strike zone, and he's come up huge.
Giants have issued 6 walks tonight, 3 of them to Harper, 1 intentional back in the first, and the others close to that. And that one is upstairs.
See, like that pitch, he swings at that pitch last year, the year before. You know, that's a pitch that teased the strike zone for a bit, broke out at the end. And you know why? Experience. Everybody with their camera phones taking a picture of maybe the National League's best player.
Inside 2-0.
See, same way. And that's no small thing. It's not easy to do. I mean, this is a type A guy that wants to be the best. And to corral all that in, to harness that into swinging at strikes in big situations, it's hard to put into words, but it's not easy to do.
2-1 ball game, 2 men aboard. 2-0 pitch. Harper hacking, and it's in the air. Out to left center. Angel Pagan still running, has it 2 down. Next up, Clint Robinson. We mentioned coming into that last at bat, he had hit the ball hard once tonight, had a great at bat first time up before hitting a fly ball foul and out. And then he cashed in the homer over the scoreboard last time up. Robinson out to left center. Blanco over and under it. The Nats had a couple aboard in the 8th. They've stranded 6 tonight. And now it's Drew Storen's turn. It's been a while. Drew will be looking for his 24th save. To you by Ocean City, Maryland. Put your vacation days to good use in Ocean City, Maryland. Book now at ococean.com. 6 o'clock start just now, twilight time. Lights have taken effect, though, on a cloudy, hazy evening where we had some rain earlier. And this one to the top of the ninth, 2-3-4 for the Giants with Panic, Duffy, and Posey against Drew Storen.
Now, fastball 51% of the time, slider 33, changeup 16. Hasn't pitched since the 28th at Philadelphia, where he got his 23rd save. And fastball this year for Drew has been averaging 94 miles an hour. 32nd appearance for Drew. ERA a little off at 2.10 because of that work that he got in Tampa where he gave up some runs. Should be a little bit lower, but here he goes. Against the Giants at Nats Park. Here we go. I mean, you can't write this stuff.
Joe Panik, 0 for 1 career against Storen. The pause and the fastball outside.
If you told me walking to the park today that it's going to be a 2-1 game in the 9th and Drew Storen's going to come on for the save against the Giants in their first meeting since October, I would have said, come on, this is awesome. And don't forget the save he got in Game 4 in San Francisco.
Yep. Ball 2.
Game 3. It's a long time ago, and you know, I put that in my little Tupperware and put it away, so I'm being told Game 3,
right?
And I should have missed that because I put it out of my mind until just now.
Gets the borderline call that makes it 2-1. Well, Drew's still in there, despite not having a whole lot of opportunities over the last week or so. And a 2-1 pitch upstairs.
Oh, 1-run game, leadoff man out, it's huge. Bruce Bochy, a guy that doesn't like to bunt, but he'll do it when he has to late in the game.
Hot shot. Desmond has it. Got him. Incoming, and that thing had fire all over it. 1 out.
Just a reaction play. No real time to think about this if you're Ian Desmond. A one-hop bullet, and he gives with it. And that's the key. Drew Storen had to throw a strike to Joe Panik. Came into the strike zone. Points to Ian Desmond. What a great play by the Nats shortstop. And a huge, and I mean huge, first out here in the 9th. Did that hit the side of the mound, too?
That ball was gashed. Here's Matt Duffy. And the front door slider is in there.
That guy.
Posey regular season 1 for 2 against Storen. Duffy faces Drew for the first time. And that's that hard sinking fastball right under his hand. Strike 2.
That wasn't a sinker, that was a runner. Sinker goes down. That stayed on the same plane, almost like a left-handed cut fastball. That one just took off.
Now it's 0-2.
It's a good take. I'd have swung at that. I swung at that in my brain right there. That looked like a strike.
Front door breaking ball. Desmond up with it. Guns it. 2 outs.
Big arm.
And here we go with 2 outs with Storen and Posey. Catcher Andrew Susak is the on-deck hitter. You can choose how aggressive you want to be right here.
Look at this place.
And I know Drew doesn't want to back down from anybody.
Everybody on their feet. Look at this place.
41,693. And Posey lifts one to left. Michael A. Taylor is there. The Nats win Game 1 of the weekend series against the Giants.
41,000 people just thought this was a tie game. Did you hear the air come out of this place when Posey hit that ball in the air? He didn't get it, folks. What a baseball game here in Game 1 of the series. One of the best ones of the year.
Well, 2 swings, the extent of the offense for both ball clubs. The Posey homer and hero Clint Robinson, a game-winning homer. The Nats win their 44th game of the year, and that's 7 straight at home.